Hey y'all, welcome back. It's been forever and a day. So I'm Amy. Welcome to my world of random and craziness. Cause can you see? That's just the top of the iceberg here. It's been. I think the last time I recorded was like February 17th, and it's now April 29th. Y'all, we are like 2 days away from Mania, and we have a lot to go over. So please forgive me. I'm not going to sign in this video only because I have so much to go over. I'm hoping to get back into a routine. The husband's busy season at work seems to be kind of trickling out just a little bit. So hopefully Mr. Gidge can come back, start doing my editing. We got the computer piece. It works beautifully. We haven't uploaded any videos to actually see if it's not going to cause any problems, but we're hoping that this is going to work because the way the computer was working before is it took forever, and it shouldn't have because of the programs that we pay for. So on that whole side note, we have about 2 months-ish of stuff to go over. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has stuck around and stayed by me patiently waiting for me to come back. And for all of the new viewers, welcome. I hope this is something that you're going to enjoy. I'm just me, y'all. I'm just me. So let's just get into it because there's a lot. There's a ton of new starts in here. Some birthday starts for some friends. There's a lot. I've been stitching like a mad person. So I'm not going to go through and tell you, oh, this is going to weeble wobble because it's on a cardboard. Hopefully we'll be okay. I'm not going to tell you like day by day the amount that I stitched, but I'll tell you week by week, if that makes any sense. Because I write everything down in my lovely little planner. I have Magical Stitches, Full Coverage Fanatics, and Semi-Sane. Those are the 3 Facebook groups that I'm in for cross stitch. My main focus is Magical Stitches because that's the first group that I really tried out, and I really enjoy working with that group. And then I was introduced to Full Coverage Fanatics because, in case you don't know, I am apparently super highly in love with full coverage projects. So full coverage is your jam. I got you. I also have some that are not full coverage, so there's that too. And we'll go over Mania plans. I'm probably going to do that in a whole separate video because I'm not doing what's called Mania. I've renamed it, and I can't find anyone else who's done it, but I'm going to call it Bapania. And that's because I'm going to start 31 new BAPs. BAPs, because we love our acronyms, is big ass projects, big awesome projects. So yeah, I'm gonna start 31 of them. I think 26 of them are Hades. I think there's a couple Tilton Crafts in there, and there's a couple Etsy's on there that I didn't realize were as big as some of the, what are those called, supersize max color charts from Heaven and Earth. So yeah, there's a lot. So I'm gonna make that a whole separate video. I don't know if I'll have time to record that tonight. It's already almost 8 o'clock. My kids have an hour before they have to head to bed. Give or take. They're still at home. Hubby's still working from home. We're all at home. Everyone's good. We're all fine. We're all fine here. S'more's still wandering around the room. In case you don't know who S'more is my mischievous cat who likes to get into trouble and mess with all the things. So, stitching. There's been a lot. Okay, let's get into it. So I'm just going to start with what's on top because I put them sort of in order according to the planner, but it's upside down. And I didn't want to risk a craft-a-lanch by flipping it over. I hope that's okay. So the first one is called Magic is on the Way. And I actually have my handy dandy. I'm so sorry. You guys are on. If only you could see this desk. Okay, so that's the other thing. We'll get all into that in the live stuff. But this room is a hot mess right now. And you're currently sitting not just on the table, but on top of the table with a big old cardboard piece that has a puzzle in it. So you might be a little weeble wobbly. I hope that's okay. I don't want to make anyone sick. So I would say I'd be better prepared. But if you're new, you're going to learn really fast. Preparation's not my thing. I try so hard. I fail epically every time. Let's see. I hope that I introduced myself. My name's Amy. And I have a major cross stitch problem. I'm just saying. There's also a lot of haul, but please keep in mind that's been since pretty much the beginning of January. All the orders that have come in and all that good stuff. Okay, Magic is on the way. This should be in alphabetical order because that would be super helpful. Check that out. I know my ABCs. Okay. This is Magic is on the Way. It's by, this is the name that I have a hard time saying, Lola Shop on Etsy. But this pattern is not on her Etsy, but you can contact her and go to her website. I had a whole PayPal issue, so she was generous enough to let me turn down the brightness there. Professionalism is also not my thing. So here we go. That is Magic is on the Way. I'm doing that one for my youngest. She's absolutely in love with Harry Potter. I started this one yesterday, and here is where I'm at. Hopefully we can see that okay. I swear there's 3 colors in there. I swear. It's Blanc, and I think 762, which is a super, super pale light blue, and then the 2 blended together. So there are 3 colors in there, I promise. Here's the start of the room, and you can see the stairs coming in. This, if you've been around for a little while, you may recognize this fabric because it was my Haunted Mansion from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2018, I think, somewhere in there. So yeah, there's enough up here that I can repurpose this before having to frog out this. So that's what I went with. I didn't want a frog, I just wanted to start. This I started for someone's birthday, and because I'm a silly goofball, I thought I didn't write the name down. I actually did. So this was for Kelly's birthday. I'm not going to use last names or anything like that. But I don't know if she remembered, because my memory is terrible. I can't remember anything. So I don't know if she actually started or not. I tried reaching out through the Facebook group, or the YouTube community thing, but I didn't get a response. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so sorry. Did you all really expect it to be professional when I came back? Because this is going to be rough. I'm just saying, it's going to be rough. It's going to be a hot mess. But okay. Let's see. I'm just going to grab the next project. I'll tell you that from February 15th, I think I recorded on the 17th. Was the last time I recorded, I think. I could be wrong. It's happened before. But from the 15th to the 21st of February, I did put in a total of 6,512 stitches. Those numbers are pretty low for me. So please understand, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My kids sit in this room right where I'm sitting right now, and they do their schoolwork all day long. I sit in my little chair and I pretty much stitch all day long. And then dinner time rolls around, we make our dinners, we sit down, we watch. Right now we're watching Smallville, so we're watching Smallville, and then we play cards until the kids go to bed, and then the kids go to bed, and then I come up here and I have a couple more hours of stitching before I have to bed. So I get a lot of stitchy time. So for some of you, you may be thinking, holy crap, 6,000, that's a lot. It's not for me though. I did start this one. Lovely person on Instagram, Liz, reached out and said, hey, did you see this? Do you want to start it? We're going to sell it. And I went, okay. I've been wanting to do an Owl Forest embroidery pattern for a long time. I just haven't found one that really like called out to me. This one, however, Alice in Wonderland, is the new sal. I have to think of, okay. I'm picking my own colors. I went with the colorful way. And so here is part 1. There's Victorian motto, colored and cotton, and mystical diamond art in here. That red is mystical diamond art. I think it's called Schoolhouse Red. Amy knocked it out the park. I love that red. It's not that bright in the pattern, but it just was perfect. So there's that. Part 1 is complete. This is on, also you're going to find out, I'm not really good at letting you know what fabrics are. Like, I think this was Lakeside Linen Limited Run, I think is what it was called. I don't know. This is Be Stitch Me. You're also going to catch a theme. It's either 28 count, pre-grid, Easy Guide. Is it Easy Guide? Pretty sure it's Easy Guide Lugana. Or it's going to be on one of Brandy's lovely fabrics. I kind of have a problem there too. We don't discuss that. We don't do the whole judgment thing on this channel, just so you have a heads up. So I have an addiction to Brandy. If you don't know who Brandy is, she is the lovely owner of Be Stitch Me. And this was one of the fabrics of the month, March 2020. And this is called Atlantis, and that is what I'm using for this. I was doing her 18 count Ada, which I love, but I've kind of fallen into 28 count. So, and then these are the colors that I chose, just in case anyone's curious or wondering. This is the palette that I chose for Alice. So these 3 are from Amy at Mystical Diamond Art, who is very, very generous and sent quite a few, sent all of her collection actually to me, color and cotton, and then the rest I believe are Victorian mottos. So there's that, my color palette. I'm super excited. New part comes down every 2 weeks. I think this started on last Friday. I could be wrong. I'm also using another lovely person who I absolutely adore. Her name is Sylvia, and she makes these amazing project trackers. And this is how I use them. So, and I'm gonna see if, by chance, my lovely camera, if I can figure out, we do a lot of peeping Tom on this channel, just in case you're wondering. Nothing nasty, just peeping Tom, because I can't ever see where I'm supposed to go. Oop, Linda almost focused. I feel like I have to go over a lot of stuff because I have a lot of new peoples. So, S. Ward Designs, come on Linda, you can do it. She's on Etsy, she's absolutely amazing. I love these trackers. If you're ever wondering who Linda is my phone. She has that lovely name because I saw this wonderful little kid who argues with his mom. I think we've established that it was his mom, about whether or not he should get cupcakes and why him and his cousin should not be in trouble when they go over to grandma. Little boy, Linda, look it up on Google. You'll find the video, I promise. It's like the first one that pops up every single time. It's absolutely hilarious. If you need 30 seconds of just a real quick laugh, that's my go-to. But that is what my electronics are when they don't listen. So it's listen, Linda. That's my phone. I feel like there's a lot of new introductions that we have to do. Okay, this one. All right, you're going to see this one twice, and that's because the other one is in haul. So this is technically part of haul, but I did start it. There's a whole story behind this. So anyways, I ordered this correctly from a person in Russia on Etsy. Do I have their name in here? Needlework of Russia on Etsy. So I'm using everything from the kit. It is 14 count Ada. It's not a big start. It was just a, oh my gosh, it finally arrived. I have to start this. I have been looking at this chart and looking at this chart and looking at this chart. I finally needed to start it. So I literally just started the top strip while we were watching Smallville one night. And just to say I got it started. So it's already pre-gridded. It's already ready to go. It's been a long time since I've worked on 14 count. So I'm more of an 18 count, 28 count Lugana type gal, but that's okay. I love everything. Well, that's not true. Lennon and I don't get along very well. We just don't see eye to eye, and that's okay. That's all right. This lovely pattern was given to me by a beautiful person named Angela Meyer. She's here on YouTube. And she reached out and said, hey, would you like this? And I went, yes. Because we, well, except for last year because COVID, we go with my sister-in-law to the Children's Youth Center. And is it Children's Youth? Valley Youth? I can never remember the name of it. Anyways, it's a theater for children. And these children get to go and work the programs and everything else. I think Emma Stone got her start from there. Like, that's the school she chose to go to or something like that. And so my kids and I and the husband and his sister, my sister-in-law, we go and we watch the Winnie the Pooh Christmas. And we've seen it twice now. I think they've seen it twice. I saw it once. I don't remember what happened the first time around, but I couldn't go. Doesn't matter. They went. They had a ball. We love it. And so this is going to be for that. And I actually think this is a color in cotton. And just throw that on the floor because why not? I believe this is a color in cotton fabric. And so I tried to get the darker blue up in the sky area. So you can see I've started the tree and I've started on Tigger because I just could not wait to start on him. I started on that for a couple of days, and I'll go through and mention, trying not to wiggle the camera, every once in a blue moon what the next week project was. Let me see if I can. So 18 count Ada bell bottoms, color and cotton. It was fabric of the month of September 2019. So there's that. So that is getting worked on, and I will try to link Angela down below if I remember. If I don't, please forgive me, and if you really want to know, just send me a question saying what was that channel name you mentioned, and I will do my best to try to send you the link. Okay, because I'm also not really good at that either. I don't have a shout out for the peeps or anything like that. It's been a crazy few months. Okay, so this one here I started for my lovely friend Gabby. And if you're in the Hanging with the Gidge or Super Gidge and you've done the lives, you know who Gabby is. She comes in all the time. Absolutely beautiful person. She asked if I could start a Mira for her birthday, and I said absolutely yes. So here we go. This is Miss Dancing Flower. I am doing this on Rainbow by Be Stitch Me. This is 28 count Lugana. And oh my gosh, this fabric. Let me just figure out which way I need to. Yes, I am actually taking it in rainbow order. Oh my, look at this fabric. That's actually showing pretty darn true. It's pastel, it's beautiful. And let me bring in the stitching. Maybe just a little bit. There we go. And that was my start. I think I worked on this for 2 days-ish, 2 days, possibly. So that was my start. Once I start these, I just absolutely love them and I don't want to put them down. And that's kind of the kick that I've been in lately, is that I start something and I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. All right, so working copy. This is Be Stitch Me, Rainbow. If you see any colors that you like by Brandy, you can always do a custom order with her. Just understand that, you know, they take a little while. Matter of fact, I have a custom order that I'm waiting for to come in. Okay, let's see. Whoa, are you still attached? You could still be attached, because with this one, we had a little, the witch and I had a little argument. And it's okay though, it's all good. Okay. So this is Halloween Quaker. I know there's a huge buzz with Halloween Quaker right now. Michelle Bendy, Stitchy, if you watch her at all, she is doing lives with these, which are freaking amazing. I am too much of a little chicken to join in. That's just me. I love being social, but at the same time, it makes my anxiety really high, if that makes any sense. So, and we'll talk about all that too, because that's all part of life stuff. But I got so excited that they were doing it, so I started mine, and here is where I'm at now. And I worked at this top, I worked all the way around, came down, was all excited, came to the witch, and the witch is off. It's the witch's fault. It's not my fault, it's her fault. I don't know why, but I'm blaming her. So this part of the moon should be shifted over, I think like 3 stitches. I don't know what happened. So I stopped. And I put it away. It's my own color conversion. Sometimes my color conversions work, sometimes they're really wonky. This one's a little wonky, but that's all right. I love it. I'm using also Color and Cotton. I think there's some Victorian mottos in here, and I think that's it. Oh no, this one up here is Mystical Diamond Art. I do know that one. This beautiful one right here. So that is where I'm at. I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to start moving down. I'm going to start working the house, and then I'll come back up and fix the witch, because the witch and I are not talking right now, but that's okay. Oh, I'm also using Brandy's silk. I just thought about that. Because that brown one, that is right here. This one, this is a silk from Brandy. I love her silks. Absolutely. I love how it gives a two-tone. They're beautiful. Anyways, you'll come to find out that I have a problem. I'm super addicted to everything Brandy does. Brandy could just take my money. Okay, we had a prompt in Magical Stitches somewhere. Again, I don't know when, where we had to, something with a dessert pie. I don't know. Started this one. It's Witchy Tea Time. I got it from my Readly app. Again, pulling my own colors. I now kind of understand what Kim from Kim Hollenbach was talking about. There's going to be a lot of name dropping, y'all. When she decided not to change out the letters, she just kept them solid, I think. I kind of understand why, but I don't mind it. It's okay. So that was a start on that. It was a quick start. I think this was a remnant of Color and Cotton something something. And this is Be Stitch Me. Do I even have the tag still on it? I'm trying to keep the tags on it so I don't lose the information. But let's see. I have these in here. Okay, Witchy Tea Time is on 16 count Ada, Buff by Color and Cotton. And another thing you'll learn really quick is words are super hard. They're just hard. Okay. Lila Studio, Halloween Quaker, is on 18 count Banshee by Be Stitch Me. 18 count Ada. I absolutely love that fabric. Okay. Let's see if we can get it together. It's been a while. I'm out of practice. I'm a little nervous. Just saying. It's been a minute since we've seen each other. Let's see. This one, I had to go through an order specifically. This is One Nation Under God by Twin Peak Primitives. Didn't get much more done on this. I think I might have shown this to you last time. It's been 2.5 months. I can't remember what happened yesterday. I don't know. It's up there. I do know the last time I worked on it, I got this flag in and I got this urn. I am doing this 1/1 on 28. I don't quite hate my decision. I think it's going to be super cute and super dainty. But when I'm stitching it, I'm kind of not my biggest fan because it's a little rough. And then we have One Nation by Bygone Stitches. And this is how far I've gotten. So my entire stars are done. I got my first line of states. Thank you. Kids dropping off a bar. So I'm using some blue from Victorian Motto. White is Ecru. And this is Cupid from Classic Colorworks. Does that sound right? I think so. Yeah. True Indigo from Victorian Motto, DMC Ecru, and Cupid from Classic Colorworks. There we go. I knew I'd get it together someday. No, I won't. No, I won't. Okay. And then, so, oh, let me see. I'm already losing stuff. I'm going to put that back in there. So February 22nd to 28th, just to throw these numbers out there, and just in case anyone's wondering, I put in a total of 7,464 stitches. Again, kind of on the lower edge, but that's okay. I think it was more of a full cross instead of tenting type of day. This project has just, oh my good, I don't even know. I'm not even a turkey fan. But this one, Sir Thomas, who has had quite a few nicknames pop up in our Hanging with the Gidge group that I will not say here because we're going to keep it PG. But this one, for some reason, just like, I just had to have him. I'm not even a turkey person. Like, I don't stitch turkeys, but I just had to have him. And this is how far I got. I stitched on him for quite a few days. I just absolutely love these colors. Okay, the only issue that I have, and I don't know if anyone else has this project, so if anyone else might notice what I'm talking about, I quadruple checked to make sure that my colors in these feathers were correct. Can you see that there's two different colors there? I hope you can. Two different colors, okay? If you look at the pattern though, see how even in the light there's a dark? Mine's not like that. I don't know why. I'm following the pattern. I made sure everything was up, like I had all the colors right. I don't know. I don't think it was me who goofed though. That's okay. I still love him. I still think the tail is beautiful. I think he's beautiful. And I can't wait to get back to work on him. And I did order the entire kit. This is from Bobby. This is also part of haul because I don't know if I showed this last time. So I don't do the whole rule of if I get it, I can't use it right away because there was no way I was not gonna. There was just no way. So I got all of the, whatever the called for colors were on here. I think these are all Sullivan's floss. It's the first time I've ever used them. They're nice. Not really sure if like I would go out of my way to get them, but and then these are all the petite treasure braid and silk lame braid or all that stuff. Those gorgeous colors. Look at them. They're just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I did order this whole kit from my buddy, who is Bobby, at Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Because I always get it wrong, but I think on Etsy it's Pumpkin Creek Prim because she ran out of letters. I think that was the whole story behind it. I guess you're only allowed so many characters and she done ran out. Her channel name is Pumpkin Creek Primitives and her store on Etsy is Pumpkin Creek Prim. I'll get it right someday. I'm not quite sure I was there. Oh, and the fabric on that, because I can actually tell you. Can I? Where's my little cheat sheet? Oh, I don't think I actually made a cheat sheet for this one. I don't know why I didn't. I think it was because I was... Oh no! Did I throw the card away? See, this is why. This is why somebody needs to... I just need a secretary. Or somebody to remember something. For the love of Pete. I don't have the card either. It's a Be Stitch Me. I know that. It's 18 count something or something or other. Shoot. It's probably on my desk somewhere, to be honest. And I'll see the card and go, oh yeah, that's what that was for. And then I'll throw it in the bag and then hopefully we'll know next time. Okay, things are going to start falling out. This is Halloween Magic. It's also from the Readly app. This is on Raven. This was part of her Halloween box. And this is as far as I got. It's beautiful witch in the center. It's actually pretty little. So I'm super excited about that. It means I have tons of beautiful fabric to keep working with. Gorgeous. This is, again, the Halloween box from last year. I think her new one's going to be releasing, I think she said, end of summer-ish. I don't know. I'm collecting all things Brandy. Let's just put it that way. This is Pandemic. Let's go. Okay, so March 1st through March 7th, I put in 9,957 stitches. That's a little more me. Pandemic, for those of you who don't know, is a long dog sampler. And it was free for like a week, and I had some people reach out and go, did you see this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really a sampler person. I'm not going to do it. People were like, oh, you should just download it anyway, just in case you change your mind, blah, blah, blah. I downloaded it, and you know what happened? Stuff started falling into my cart. And then I started talking to the husband about it. And I said, I know these colors are super wild and super loud, but what do you think? And so we chose Phoenix. It's super loud. It's super bright, y'all. Yeah, that's pretty true to color. The red is showing up a little more neon than it really is, but that's okay. Okay, so super loud. And then we went with Evil Queen. These are both by Be Stitch Me. Brandy does amazing. I ordered 200 yards of her silks, which are freaking fantabulous to work with. And I think this is 20 count Ada, I think. Could be wrong, it's happened before. And this is what we decided to do Pandemic on, because for those of you who don't know, I do live in the state of Arizona. Our basketball team is the Phoenix Suns, and these are their colors. So the husband was like, kind of represents where we are right now during the pandemic, you know, state-wise. And I do like the Phoenix Suns, so why not? So I said, okay, cool. So I went for it. Here's where I'm at. I started on the upper left-hand side. Whoop. This has kind of been the project that when the hubby is a little stressed out and just wants a little bit of company, I will bring this over to his little corner of the world in his office, and I will just sit there and stitch because it's monochromatic. It's my first monochromatic piece. I absolutely love those silks. And let me just tell you, again, this is just because I'm super partial to Brandy's stuff. Like, I use super long floss, and I probably cut off the little tidbit at the end there. Now, this has been frogged like 5 times, so, you know, that's not a lot of fraying though. And I can still use all of that. So that's super, super awesome. Because I get a lot of, not necessarily just silks, but like, because I don't think I have silks from anyone else but Brandy, now that I think about it. I don't think so. I think I only get silk from Brandy. But I was really worried about doing these super extra long lengths of floss and it just shredding, and it doesn't shred. It's awesome. I don't put any conditioner or any of that stuff on it. I just use it as is. So there's Pandemic. I've worked on that a little bit, possibly, since we've last spoke. My phone is now yelling at me to say, hey, you need to go eat because I'm on a diet. And I'll explain all that in the live stuff. So please hold, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so let's just keep right on rolling, shall we? Had to go eat at a bar real quick. Put up my hair, because in case you didn't catch it, I live in Arizona. It's flipping hot. It's flipping hot already. We're supposed to be 15 degrees hotter than we were today. I don't even know what today was, but it's 15 degrees hotter tomorrow, and I'm not happy. Anyways, moving on. So, if you're part of the Hanging with Gidge, which I should probably stop here and explain what all of that means. The admin-y stuff, I'm not professional enough to say admin-y stuff. Let's just be real. I do have a join link. So tier 1, you get my daily photos of what I work on, and I post every night before I go to bed. I try to post in the morning too sometimes, but I'm sure you've caught on by now. I can't remember to do that. So I post every night to let you know what I worked on, how many stitches I got in for the day. If you go tier 2, you get 1 live and a random video. Right now, most of the random videos have been about the Universal Yums box, but because previously stated, on a diet, no longer doing yums. Hoping to introduce that later down the road, but for now, no bueno. So, we started doing like a little, not necessarily like a vlog, but the hubby and I kind of did an introduction of the diet plan that we're on, what we're doing, all the stuff that we ordered in, all the things that we're doing that we like, so on and so forth. I kind of want to start vlogging just a little bit more. I don't know if Mr. Gidge is going to join me in on that, or if it's just going to be me. It might just be me. That's okay too. I think I'm just going to kind of vlog about how I feel about the day, if I've lost or gained any weight, and maybe we can just chunk all that together and make that into a random and just little idle chit chat of stuff that's going on throughout the week. And then if you go on tier 3, you get the 3 lives, the random video, plus all the pictures. Same thing with tier 2. Tier 2, you get the live video, the random video, and the pictures. Tier 3, you get 3 lives a month, the random video, and then the daily photos. So join is down below next to the subscription button. It should be in blue. I've had some people say that they have trouble finding it on their phone, but they can find it on their computer or they can find it on their tablet. I don't really know how that all works, like why it works on specific areas and not on others. I'm not quite sure. There is a buy me a coffee link down below. I've had so many amazing people, thank you so much, contribute to the coffee link, and it has allowed me to buy the stuff that I needed for Leilani, which was a freebie mirror that I'm going to do in honor of my mom. So I was able to buy all the material for her. I did buy the PDF for the Shadow Lane, which is freaking amazing. I don't know when I'm going to have just enough courage to start that, but I have quite a few ladies that have been like, listen, if you start it, we'll help you. We got you. Don't worry about it. And so that might be a start here pretty soon. I think the latest I'm going to start that is probably on my birthday. I think. That's a whole nother tangent. We go through a lot of rabbit holes, and there's a lot of different curves and paths and windy whoops and downs and ins and outs, and next thing you know, we found the gopher. So we'll get there eventually. And then the last thing I'm going to throw out there is Color Street. I am a Color Street dealer. So I've been told. So you may have heard about me from Michelle Bendy Stitchy. I've had quite a few people come in through there, so thank you so much. Today I'm wearing Extravaganza. I think it was an Easter set. And let's see if I can show you with the pink polka dots. There we go. Now, for those who know me, you know that I'm pretty upfront. So I've been doing Color Street since 2018. And you might notice that my pinky is not exactly the same silver as the other two, or three. The thumb is the same as the ring finger. What had happened was, and this is why I try to tell people, wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes before you hop in the shower or do any of the things. I hopped in the shower too fast, the whole pinky nail came right off. That's never happened to me before. So that was kind of a shock. And I was kind of like going through my hair going, okay, is it stuck in my hair somewhere? Did it fall? What happened? I don't know. It's gone. So I took one of the twosies that I usually send out as gifts, and I just popped it on there. So it is silver, but it's just a different type of silver, just in case anyone was wondering. Ooh, good catch. That was like a ninja move. Did you see it? Okay. So yeah, that's just me being upfront and honest. Like, that's never happened to me before. So it was kind of like, that's weird. My pinky nail is gone. So there's that. Color Street, join, coffee link, all the things. I think I got through them all. I'm gonna have to try to remember to let the husband know that it's in the second video. I would say I'd write that down, but that's the biggest lie I tell myself, is that I don't need to. So we'll see how this goes. Anyways, moving on. I think I told you all March 1st through the 7th, which was 9,957 stitches. That for me was a pretty decent week. Let's just keep moving. So the reason why I brought up the whole Gidge member stuffs is because I made a promise to all the ladies, because I think right now we're all women who are in the group, that I would work on this and please hold. S'more, can you please get off my paint? Thank you, darling. She like just paused at the wall for no reason. I made a promise that this would be the project that I work on. So every live, when we sit down and we get all our stuffs together, this is by far my oldest whip. It was my very first cross stitch project, and I thought I knew what I was doing. This was supposed to be a baby sampler for my son. My son's going to be 13 in September. So there's that. However, again, not one of those fancy people. I don't have boards. I'm not. There's no professional here. Okay. So here is now where I'm finally at. I still have to work on the castle in the background over here, and of course the dragon. And then comes in all the backstitch, which I'm okay with. I don't mind doing backstitch last. I'm just really ready for this project to be done. So, and if we keep up that tradition, the next oldest project I have is Dragonkin, which was my very first Haid, my very first kit from Haid, which is Heaven and Earth Designs, because we do acronyms. How much are you loving that bag right now, S'more? I swear it's not me crinkling. Are you good? Yeah? You okay? You can come up here and say hello? I never know what she's gonna do. If you've been in any of my lives, you know that this happens. Yeah, you can come up here and say hello to the people. I'm sure they'd love to see your beautiful face. No? No, we're gonna walk on the bag again. And now we're lying down on the bag. Yeah, you're so cute. You're really cute. It's really ridiculous how cute you are. Since I have a spare phone, because goodness knows. S'more. Hey. S'more. You're totally not going to look at me, are you? There we go. Did I get it, or did you move too fast? She moved her face. That's okay. You can still get the idea. That is my cat. Nope. This Linda is too bright. I mean, take that down a notch. So, for all the new people, that is my cat S'more. She is laying down on a Walmart bag. I don't know why. She has a cat bed. She's usually in the cat bed, but I'm not sitting in the correct chair. Therefore, she's going to use the bag. So if you hear her crinkling, just randomly, it's not me, it's a cat. I hope you don't mind. And now she's walking away. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, this one has 2 projects on it. Also, Be Stitch Me fabric. I don't remember if this was this from a box or anything? I don't think so. This is... Oh, it was from the winter box. Okay, so this is called Black Ice. 18 Count Ada by Be Stitch Me. It has 2 projects on it. I'm just going to fold that right in half so that way you can see one at a time. And I believe this one is Anchors Away. Seize the Day. I'm pretty sure this one is Anchor Away. I don't know. They're both nautical. Anchors Away, I think, and then Seize the Day back here. Whoops. These are both from the Readly app. I do use that quite a bit for magazines. So, yeah, they're both on there. They both fit. That'll be beautiful. And they're going to hang in my husband's office with all the beach themed stuff. So, got a good start on both of those. And again, I love these trackers. So I worked on this for 1 day. Worked on this one for 2 days. I don't remember why. Prompt somewhere for something. I don't know. So, there's those. And the avalanche is starting. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like... Oh, nope, you're still seeing this pile. Okay, anyways. So my husband is really into Metallica. And we found this pattern. Because we have a band room. So we're trying to find things that we can put into the band room. That we will all enjoy and love. And let's see if I can find this one. Because I think this one is... Is it this one? No, it's the flame one. This one? No, this one. So this is Metallica Flaming Skull. This was found on Etsy. And that is what it's going to look like. Could I stitch this on black? Yeah. Did I choose to stitch it on black? No. Why would I do that? I'm not simple, y'all. So here's where I'm at on this. I don't even know how many stitches are in there. I just know there's quite a few. It's all 310. And I think the color in between is going to be like 939 or something like that. I don't make life easy. Why would I do something like that? Do you go in here? I don't think you go in here. You have a separate bag. And this one is the Good Place Sampler. This was also on Etsy. Apparently I forgot to write down who it was from. If you don't do curse words, please just kind of avert your eyes for just a moment. The Good Place is a TV show. We actually found it through... Who was I watching? Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher. She was talking about how she has a sampler. It's the... Welcome Everything's Fine sign, and I had to go find a sampler because we at the time were also binge watching the show. And so this is where I'm at. Now these are 18 Count Ada April Showers by Be Stitch Me. This was April 2020 fabric of the month. And I'm using all of Amy's wonderful glosses, except for one. So the green one, the big Welcome Everything is Fine, is going to be the new green by Victorian Motto. But the blue, which I absolutely love this blue, is charcoal blue. That blue is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And this is Smoke. I wanted to see how this was going to stitch up because I thought it was really super fun how it's kind of speckled. This is also by Amy. And let me just show you how that's stitched up. This is the Smoke right here. And I love how like every second or third stitch is just totally a different color. I love that. And then of course you've got the blue, which is the charcoal blue. Is it charcoal? What was that called? I already forgot. Yeah, charcoal blue. Gorgeous. Yeah, whole bunch of little sayings. I absolutely love it. I really enjoy this one so much. I think I'm actually going to grab one for friends as well. Possibly a Harry Potter one for the kid. So, I don't know what the boy would like. Star Wars maybe? I don't know. We all kind of have a sampler thing going. Anyways, So let's tell you what the next week was. The next week was March 15th through the 21st, so we're catching up slowly. I only did 4,208 stitches, but I think that week we were super busy. Lots of full cross. Anchors Away, Magnificent Wizard, Pandemic, and Magnificent Wizard, yeah. So it was a lot of full cross projects. This was gifted to me. Oh, where's my cover page? It's the Mighty Samurai. I know I didn't lose the cover page. Where'd it go? That's odd. I have the cover page for it. Maybe I kept it with the other kit. Anyways, it's a Magnificent Wizard. No, it's not. Don't lie to the peoples. No, it's not. This is the Mighty Samurai. And I have chosen... I did not get very far on this. I have chosen... You know, sometimes... You're going to hear this a lot. Sometimes it's really hard to be me. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's okay. So this is 18 count Ada Lotus by Be Stitch Me. This was August fabric of the month last year. And this is my... This way. I was working down, I do believe. Could be wrong. It's happened a lot. So that is Mighty Samurai. This was gifted to me by a lovely person from Australia. Absolutely love those colors. She was super kind enough to send me like what little bits she had left from the kit, because it's a gold dimensions kit, I think is what it's called. And so I was able to take and compare those and make notes on the side of what DMC I thought worked best. So there's that. And yeah, I worked on that for 2 days. Okay, that can go over there. This is Snape. I really, really wish I knew what happened. But this was from the Cross Stitch Salon. I have quite a few projects from her, and she disappeared. She was on Etsy, and now I don't know. Like, I tried finding her on Facebook. I can't find her anywhere, and I feel really bad because I absolutely love her patterns. But this is Snape. And this was a free pattern on her Facebook group. Instagram, Facebook. I don't remember. Anyways. So my friend Zakia, who is Lady Wing Designs here on YouTube, she's also doing this one. I haven't seen her pull it out in a while, but she's a lot farther than I am. I think she only has like a little bit of the lettuce bottom section left to go. It looks amazing. So there's Snape. Of course, I'm doing it for the kid. Let's see. This one is Mother of Dragon. This was my second Haid that I purchased as a kit. She's a biggin. I believe this one is by Alexandra V. Bach. Pretty sure. Yeah, because I think Dragonkin is Amy Stokes. And I think this one is Alexandra V. Bach. I'm pretty sure. But I love, 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 love the way this is turning out so far. Love. This is on 18 count Ada. Whoop! Okay, so you see what just happened is I just hit my face with the project. And at the end of this video, however long it may be, because I hope you grabbed a cuppa, it's going to be a minute. I always tell people not to kiss their projects. And I think I was just watching, now I'm totally behind on my YouTubes. I think I just got into the beginning of March. I think I was watching Heather the Confetti Stitcher, and she was picking up like her stand, I think, for George? No, it wasn't George. I don't remember. She was picking up a project and she kissed the back of like her Q snap, and she was like, oh, thank God that was not on the fabric. And I'm like, yes, don't kiss your projects. I say that all the time, and that's the reason why. Because when I first started out, I kept kissing the back of my projects, not meaning to. All right, this is Princess Eliana. It's absolutely gorgeous. So last year I did Miss Cherry Blossom in honor of the loss of my mother. And I feel like Princess Eliana goes well with that theme, as well with Miss Dancing Flower. So, and Miss Cherry Blossom is kind of center, and she's kind of facing out. And Princess Eliana is looking this way. Miss Dancing Flower is looking that way. So it just works out. I'm going to put all three together. Nope, the fabrics are not going to match. I'm okay with it. Wild. Okay, this one is 32 count linen Ocean Blue by Be Stitch Me. Now, you're not going to hear linen from me very often, but I do like Brandy's linen. I can actually see it, and for the most part, there's no slubs, and it's pretty even. I don't know which way's up and which way's down right now. I was trying to see if I could... Can I figure this out? Nope, I cannot. I have no idea which way this is. I never thought I'd say that on one of my projects, but here we go. Such is life. I'll figure it out when I get there. So, there's my start. And it's washing out the blue. The blue is actually really, really dark. Really, really dark. Yeah, no, it's still darker than that. Maybe if I put it up against this blue? Kind of. It's still a little bit darker, but beautiful. There's my start on that. I don't think I started that one with anyone. All right, here is Dragonkin. So this is the next oldest project, which I started in March? No, I think it was closer to my birthday. In August of 2018. This was my first Haid. Bought it as a kit. 18 count Ada. She's going to be a biggin. And I'm working on the dragon wing on this side over here. I think Christian from Married with Stitches is doing this one as well, but without the background. So he will obviously get his done way before I get mine finished. But that is where I'm at so far. And this is the project that every time I see it and I grab it out, I think of my friend Kelly, who is Don't Run with Scissors, because this is my project where the fabric just keeps going and going and going and going. And she has one of those projects too. Except hers is going to be a periodic chart for her daughter, which I think is awesome. But I love watching her just pull the fabric and pull the fabric and pull the fabric. It's so much fun. All right, the next one is Harry Potter stained glass. This is one of the ones that I found on Etsy. Not I paint with needle. I don't have my paper here. I can't tell you. I don't remember. If you need to know, let me know and I'll write it down below. But this is stained glass. The entire background is all 310 because I seem to just have a thing. I have a huge cone and I'm probably gonna have to buy the one that's like 40,000 meters on it just to cover my butt with 310. Because those seem to be the projects that drag me in. But it's a huge stained glass and there's like a big old, like you can see that I've started the round part here. And then I think Harry, Hermione, and Ron are in the center. And then there's the other characters that'll be down at the bottom whenever I get to it. This one's also for the kid. Not all of my stitching is for me. Most of it's for the kiddos. This one I couldn't remember if I showed, but I thought I showed, but then I worked on it after, so I don't know. This was on My Precious by Bee Stitch Me. I think this was Christmas. No. Winter? No. I don't know. I don't remember. It was one of the things. I didn't write down a month on it, so I think it came in the box. Choosing my own colors. This one I believe is from Emma Congdon, I think. I'm also getting it from the Readly app. You'll hear me say that a lot because I really, really like that app. It's basically a magazine app and you get all the magazines. And you can print out the charts as needed. Color palette. Whoops. That I literally just kind of pick and chose colors as I went. It looks really smushed because it's been in a bag. So probably not the best way to display them, but that's all right. There's that. And this. And a winter box. It was the winter box. Yeah. So see, these little card thingies, man, they really help. So there's that one. Holy cow, I think we've made it almost to the bottom. All right, I'm going to show you funny frozen moments. This was also from Etsy. And you can kind of see Olaf popping in over here and Sven's antler here. It's a really cute photo. This is literally the bottom of it. That's how big it's going to be. Chose to do it on 28 count instead of 18 because I thought it would just be a cute little picture frame. And it's going to be a cute. I don't know where I got these measurements from because I did a 2-inch border. I don't know. I was cutting out a lot of fabric, y'all. Lots of fabric. But it's also because of Babinia, which we'll get into. And then there's this one, which is my largest one so far. This is on 28 count pre-gridded Lugana. And this is my Once Upon a Fairy Tale bookshelf. I've started in the upper right hand corner and this is as far as I've gotten so far. This is the one that I'm doing the 21 and 21 challenge, but I have to make it 42 because I'm doing 10 stitch. And I am absolutely loving this so far. Loving it. I admire those who do the parking method. I can't figure it out. I tried again with this new one. Couldn't do it. I don't like the way my back looks. So my stitching is just like me, random and wonky, and that's okay. Oh, I also, because the husband saw this on Stitching Jewels, Also freaking amazing. If you like Baps, go watch her. She also does amazing designs. I'm sorry. I have to take a sip of water. I'm getting all that. I usually try really hard not to do that, but it's very important that I drink water. But the Reaper. So the husband said, wow, I really like that, because Jules is just about, well, she might be finished with it now. Because like I said, I'm still watching from the beginning of March. So when I last watched, she had like, I think 2,000 stitches left. But he saw it as one of her thumbnails and was like, holy crap, that's really cool. I really like that. And I went, done, and bought it and started it. So this is my living room project. As you can probably tell, I do this one in hand because it is super little. This is the top, and is that the actual bottom? Yeah, that is the actual bottom, all the way down here. And this was one of the scrap remnants that I had after cutting out for all the Baps. So it worked out perfectly. And he's coming along really well. I think I have 3 colors down to 0. And I'm working on this next color, which is this darker gray that's coming in here. I think there's like 5,000 stitches in that. So I'll be working on that one for a while. That's okay. This is my living room project. Stays in the living room. The husband knows that I'm working on it. This is going to go in the garage to go with all this other cool stuffs. Okay, set that over there. And then the last one that I started, is it? I think, maybe? This is my wedding anniversary piece. This is Tiki Beach Sunset. Don't mind. I know we just talked about how I don't do parking. But these were previously parked. Is that one I'm working on right now? That one has a needle in it, so I'm still stitching with this one right here. Whoop, don't stab myself. That would not be kind. And then these are remnants from the parking method that I was trying, but here's where I'm at so far. Let me cover this back here. I'm just working in the top corner. The husband and I went to Hawaii for our honeymoon. And so we've officially been married 7 years. So this was the perfect piece to do for our anniversary. Also, let me just throw that in the haul. I did get the corner clamp. Took me a while. I ordered it from Fire Poppies, and it took about, I'd say about a month to get here. But they give you pre-warning that, hey, it's kind of a pre-order type deal, and we send them out in the order that they were ordered. So it was fine. So I think we actually went through all the products. Not quite sure how long this would be. Not sure. I'm not sure. Was the last one like half an hour-ish? Maybe? I don't know. You guys we'll figure it all out together. Okay. So from March 22nd to, I told you the 4,208 stitches. Holy cheese and crackers. These numbers are for the week prior. So March 15th through the 21st, I did 7,134 stitches. From the 22nd to the 28th, whoops, keep going, keep flipping. 8,846 stitches. March 29th through the 4th, 7,609 stitches. 5th to the 10th, because I apparently did not stitch on that Sunday. I think that's when we went to the park and finally met up with family for the first time in a year. 8,162. And then the week of the 12th through the 18th, I put in 10,992 stitches. And now we're on this week, which I did not write the numbers down for last week, apparently. I forgot. It's fine. So I get a lot of stitching in. Let me go through and do haul. I would say it's going to be super fast, but it's probably not, because like I said, this stuff has been stacking up. It's been stuff that I've ordered from like January, and it started piling in, and all the other stuff and all the things. Fire Poppies is where I got my clamp from. Game changer. I love it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure everyone has gotten their bags in. This was the spring equinox. And let's just get all the Brandy stuff out of the way, shall we? Because again, I have a problem. This was the St. Patrick's. What else do I have over here? That's hers. Okay, we have that. And these, again, I'm pretty sure that if you have, oh, look, there's Reaper, and there's Sir Thomas. Remember I said I didn't know what I did with it? Yeah, it's because I, for some reason, set them over here. I don't know. Okay. These were Fabric of the Month. This was from, let's see if I can do it in order. Okay, these are, if you've gotten them, you've already seen them. Like, I'm not worried about doing any spoiler alerts. So I do the colorful, I think she has a neutral and a colorful, I don't know. I always get the colorful ones. If I need a neutral every once in a blue moon, I will actually go ahead and order that from her. This one is from February, and it's called Peony. It's 28 count Lugana. It's a little more lavender than it is pink. Super beautiful. Like I said, I decided to switch my subscription to 28 count for this year. Not sure if I'm going to go back to Ada next year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might be feeling it. I might go to 32. I don't know. So, let's see if we can get that. I do like the fact that her serging is actually color coordinated. So if you take a look at... Do I have one in here? I'm sure I do. Because I think this was 18 count. Okay. I don't remember exactly how she does it, but like the different colors. So it's like a purple for 18 count Ada, and then it's like a reddish orange for 28 count Lugana, and she has like different colors for each one. So it's kind of easier if you buy like different ones from her to just kind of look at the serged edge and go, okay, I know what color that is, or I know what size fabric that is, so on and so forth. Okay, so this was February. These were the silks. We have Poppy, Sangria. You're going to learn that I can't pronounce names correctly. I'm really good at brutalizing them. It's a secret talent. Red Barn, Vampire Kiss, and Red Velvet. Those reds. Okay. Yeah, they're freaking amazing. These are her silks. They're gorgeous. If she ever decides to do more than a 5-pack, I'm in. I'm just saying. I won't get greedy though. I love her silks. Okay, this was from March. This is Avocado. Spot on. Spot on. Love it. Now I will say that 28 count Lugana for me isn't as mottled as the Ada, which I kind of miss that, but I understand it's the way the fabric takes, and that's okay. Perfect name for that. Avocado. So I do like the wild and speckly and marbled and all the things. Okay, these ones are, I think some of them were not named. So Chains, that is looking way more pale than what it really is. Hang out there for a second. Smoke. Artemis. Throw that down. Okay, these are all gray, so they're not showing up right. Moon. And I think this one's 5 shades of gray, but I'm not sure. I wrote it down for some reason, but I don't know why. I don't know if there was a note. I don't remember. All I know is that these are beautiful. Whoops. And this was the silk pack. Yeah, they're actually coming out okay behind that with the green behind it. They're coming out a little bit greener than what they are, but I think that's because the avocado's behind it. That's not too bad. So there's March and April. If by chance you didn't get the April, look away. Anemone? I think. I don't know. Beautiful purple. Showing up a little bit lighter. I was hoping to do this during the daytime, but by the time I was able to gather all my stuff and get it all together, it was dinner time. So the sun has gone down since then. These colors are, oh my gosh. You have Lotus, Sea Green. My hand is totally blocking. Gaia. That one's gorgeous. Let's see if I can hold it there and see if Linda will cooperate. Lavender Fields, also gorgeous. Hoping you can see the variegation in that. And April Showers. Let me take this and stuff that there so my face isn't in the screen. Yeah, I love the slight, or not slight, but light variegation in this. It goes from like a blue to a purple, but it's not as bright as that. And that's just, oh, they're gorgeous. Okay, so fabric of the month is done. St. Patrick's, in case you were project bag, because I need to use these. I need to use them up. This was the last bag that was super disappointing, and what I mean by that is in the last video I kind of showed that I had to go down in fabric size. Like I got an 1/8 of a yard instead of a 1/4 yard, which is what I'm used to getting, and so the fabrics are super little. But I get to use this now. I don't know what's going in it, but I have a lot of projects right now that are double and tripling up in bags because I don't have enough bags. There's also this cute scissor fob thing over here. Come on. Whoa, whoa. There we go. Super cute. I always put it on the zipper. So there's the bag. Nice white lining on the inside. Brandy. Is this one from Brandy? Just want to make sure I don't show up that one. Yeah. Brandy is designing. And so that was our chart for this one. Super cute. I'm not really big on gnomes, but they're getting me. I think the Autumn Lane Stitchery ruined it for me. So, yeah. Then there's the needle minder. I love how she did this. Look at the Irish. But that's just the backing. So, super cute. I thought that was very well done. So, needle minder, which I seem to be using a lot of those as well. These are super cool. I don't know if I'm going to put like a sticker on there so I can write what colors they are. But these are really cool floss holders. And then there were these chocolates that were in there that I can no longer eat. So sorry. Am I putting it up there right? No. Let's try that. Linda. Whoop. And did I go in too fast? Linda? No? Okay. It says Happy St. Patrick's Day. Linda's just being a jerk. My kids are going to love these. And then I love when I receive these. I hate when I get them. And let me tell you why. These are Froggers. So let's just get this out of the way. That's super cute, right? So you have the needle on this end. You have the really cute design on this side so that way you can always find it when you're, you know, if you put it in a push pin or however you store your needles. I love these. I hate having them because by having them, that means frogging is coming. I have a love-hate relationship with Froggers. Super cute. It is super cute though. Okay, shove that in a little bag. Put that back. These fabrics are freaking on point. Okay, so we have Lucky. Again, these are 18 count Aida. Yeah, yeah. This was before I switched to the 28 count Lugana. So, see what I mean by it just looks so little? So sad. But it's okay. It was the only way I could do the Valentine's and St. Patrick's. And I love all things Brandy. I will find something to go on these. Shamrock? Are you kidding me? Kidding me. Look at it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And Pine. Beautiful. Yeah, that's blue. It's a good blue. So, those. And then we got, whoops, let's not lose stuff. I'll leave the candy out so I can remember to give that to the kids. This can now go with my fabric stash. And all the tools and all the things. And here are the flosses, which I can now put away. These are amazing. We have, I don't know. Just kidding, there's no name. Let's see if I can. Kind of. You get the idea, right? Shamrock. Lemon lime. If I just hold my hand over my face. Grass. And figure out where the heck my camera is. That could be super helpful. Pothos? That's got variegation to it. Linda. Maybe. And Lucky. I love this one. Lucky Charms. That's what I think of. Alright, so those are the silks, which I can now write on the back and put those in my collection of greens, because I don't really have a lot of greens. They're specialties. The spring equinox. I cannot wait. I already ordered the summer one. And I'm waiting for news of the Halloween. The Halloween, I think, by far was my favorite. But I pretty much love all things Brandy. I am using the 11 by 11 Q-snap that was in the bag. That is what Tiki Beach Sunset is on, so I can toss that now, which is nice. We got this pattern. I don't know. It just says pattern full bloom. So I don't know if Brandy made this pattern. But to me it looks like a cherry blossom tree, so we know I'm going to stitch that. It's gorgeous. Okay. There were a lot of good goodies in this box. So the last time we got the green ones to match, this time we got wood ones. Which I think I can also put like little stickers on and take off or whatever to switch out numbers. So there's that. Whoops. Oh no! No! It's stuck. Okay. Woo. Need to take that off of there. This is just a cute little container. Look at that. Again, I don't know if she's painting these or if she has someone else doing them, or I thought maybe Quart tin. Nope. That would be really good to have on my couch though. Sorry, I didn't mean to be looking down. I'm looking at the list of stuff. But that's super cute. I didn't realize that was for orts. Sometimes I just need to be told stuff. This is wax. I have a feeling that actually goes to that. Ta-da! That would make sense. Let's leave that on top. Okay. Let's keep going, shall we? Because there were a lot. We got counting pins, which I've actually used those since the person who sent me Mighty Samurai sent me counting pins as well. I've actually used them. Let me see if I can twist this butterfly around. There we go. Super pretty. I'm going to stick that right onto my bag now. Oh, this might be too big. Oh. Okay. Do you know how to work a clasp? Maybe? No? Okay, let's see if we can figure this out together. You can do it! Yay! Okay. So when the clasp is bigger, I just put it on the inside of the zipper instead of the outside of the zipper, if that makes sense. It still works. It's fine. I like it. These things, so cool. Floss drop, except not like this. It's round. I don't know when I would ever use these, but I've been using a lot of stuff that I thought I would never use. So never say never, right? Corner gauge. Oh my gosh, check that out. Is that not the cutest? I don't have one of these either. Super cute. Oh, that was for the... They always come in cute little packages. Okay. I even have the machine that makes those. Needle holder. I don't know where she got this from either, but I like this wood. So that would be good for traveling, which we might be doing this summer, finally. Yay! Talking about going and seeing my sister-in-law, which would be awesome. We have... No! Okay, these things are super, like, strong. Okay, this one goes to that one, I'm sure. And this one goes to this one, I'm sure. Because this is little. So this super cute threader. A little ladybug. And then another needle minder, which is flower. Pretty sure it's a needle minder. I don't see anything else on there. Yeah, 2 needle minders. So I'm assuming that's the other one. I love these Easy Guide ball tip needles, but these are 24s. So these might be too big for the 28 that I'm using. But that doesn't mean I can't use them for my 18 count. But now that I've shown them, I can use them. Yay! Here's the other needle minder. And this one matches this thing, kind of. Super cute. Are you ready for the fabrics? Because holy cheese and crackers. Okay, you saw the bag. I get to use the bag now. Yay! Because I get to put all this stuff away. Okay, now I've switched it up to Lagana. 28 count. Sweet pea. Are y'all serious? So good. It's a little more purplish. I mean, it's pink, but anyways. We all know what nighttime does and how cameras react, and there's no sunlight, and colors are all wrong because, well, it's me. This one is called Morning Glory. Beautiful blue. Again, a little bit brighter than that. Let's see if I can close this up and make it work. Nope, washes it out. Well, you know, it is what it is. Nope. We're gonna dismiss that. It is now 9 o'clock. My kids should be getting ready for bed. So I'm gonna finish this little bit up. Let them come in there, brush their teeth. I'll clean up my hot mess so they're ready for school. This one's called Daffodil. Oh, beautiful yellow. Beautiful yellow. Not sure what I'm using it for. I don't know what I'm using any of these for. But with 160 plus starts that I had planned for the beginning of this year, trust me that this fabric is going to all get used. Paradise. Love this one. Minty green. Oh, yeah. That one's actually coming up. Well, okay, just kidding. It's, well, you can see the blue up here, right? Can you see that's blue up here and like a mint green over here? I hope so. That's what I'm seeing. Yay, Linda got one right. Okay, there's that one. And this one, also a very good one. Iris. Yes, it shows up the modeling. Bluish purple, purplish blue, however you want to call it. Super gorge. Love everything Brandy. I tell Brandy all the time, and I hope she knows this, that I mean it with sincerity, and just shut up and take my money. Just shut up and take my money, Brandy. Honestly, I love you. All good things, all good things. The silks for this one. Now, I don't think these ones were named, but I kind of tried to guess because they kind of look like the fabrics. So we have this one, which kind of reminds me of Paradise. This one, which kind of reminds me of Sweet Pea. We got 10 yards for these. This one, which kind of reminds me of the Iris-ish. Oh no, I don't know what this one is because we have Iris. Just kidding. This one, that looks like Daffodil. That's kind of blown out. This one, that has no name because I have Morning Glory. So here's Morning Glory. We got 25 yards of that. Oh my gosh, look at that gorgeousness. Let me just show you that up against fabric because I just think, yeah, I could do something with that. The tone on tone, like literal tone on tone, would be awesome, I think. And then we got 25 or 50 yards of Iris, which is this one. Now see that purple in the floss, words are hard. That's the purple that is pulling through here. That's the actual color. Let me see if I flip it over if you can see it better. Kind of, yeah. Those colors are just perfect. So now I can add those to the lovely stack of fabrics. Well, let me put this in here so I remember where it came from because I write on everything because I can't remember anything. Let me show. Whoa! Man overboard. Please hold. Oh, just kidding. Toes to the rescue. Okay, cool. Shove all this back in here now that I can actually put everything away, which I don't know where I'm putting everything away. I haven't had to think about it in like 3 months. So there's that. Okay, no. Okay, good. Magnet's not stuck. Shove that to the bottom. Stick that over there, stick that there, stick that there. Throw all of this in here. That's all the brandy stuff, I think. Pretty sure. All right. Victorian motto. We all know that there's been a huge hoopla, a huge like thing going on, and I'm just really, really glad, and I'm hoping that their health is okay. Please hold. That Tom and Nancy are doing well. I genuinely wish the best for them. I ordered these in September and October, and I'm finally getting them in. They were generous enough to send me a 6 set as a thank you for patiently waiting type thing. I think I have 2 of them that are missing because I am using them somewhere else, but I can't remember. So I'm going to try to go through these quickly. 1820 flax. I'm going to just keep my hand here. Hopefully it'll help Linda focus. Cheerful Christmas. Prim Red. 1820 Prim Red. I'm sorry. 1820 Herbs. Yeah, I'm trying to go through these quick. My ring keeps twisting, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I need to go get it resized. Old Christmas. Love that green. Shaded Flax. Doesn't help when I hit my hands. I'm trying to keep my hands there to keep focus. There we go. Colorful Colonial Maple. Not colorful. Jeez. They're beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. Colonial Cabin. These ones are actually showing up pretty true. I'm pretty impressed. Prairie Cabin. Faded Pumpkin. It's a little more orangey. That's alright. Classic Primitive. Texas Wildflower. Wasn't sure if I read that right. Harvest Time. It's good red. Mountain Aster. Oh, you know what? I think I pulled the new ones in for Alice in Wonderland. Winter Grass. That's a good green. New Aqua Green. Beautiful. Wild Roses. Mauve Wildflower. Wow, these colors are actually showing up really good. Harvest Green. Linda must know I'm in a hurry. Prairie Wildflower. Vines and Tendrils. Special Red. Yes, because that's awesome. I love reds. Forest Splendor. Good green. Pioneer Blue. A little bit of variegation in that one. Pioneer Red. Simply Lime. And Americana Blue. So those are my Victorian mottos for September, October. Will I tell you that I'll never go back and shop with them again? Absolutely not. I think for their price, for their product, they're absolutely amazing. I understand that the pandemic threw them into a total struggle bus. You are never, ever, ever, ever going to hear me tell you like anything bad about people because I try to see the best in people. I can totally understand. Like, shit happens. And they got bum rushed, and like I get it. But for now, I politely asked for them to remove me off the list. Maybe later, you know, down the road, I would love to rejoin. I love their colors. I love their prices. And I love working with this floss. Like, I really genuinely do. I love their floss. So there's that. I did join a yarn club, Leo and Roxy. Again, not to say anything bad, because I just don't do that. I thought it was going to be one per month. I misunderstood. I knew they were shipping it once every 3 months. So you get the spring, summer, fall, winter, 3 month. So we got this in March, but I didn't realize it was going to be only one. The price that I paid for it was, in my opinion, and I could be totally wrong. I am new to yarn, so I don't know. It just felt a little pricey. So I love it though. This one is called Who Are You? Why does that make me think of the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland? Who are you? Anyways, beautiful colors. Now, I want to use these, but I have yet to learn. Oh, look at that color. Look at it. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous. Do not get me wrong. It's 100 grams. It's 80%, I don't know the terms, SW Merino. Something wash. Silk wash? No. I don't remember. 20% nylon. It's 100 grams of this one. And then Omen and Beets, you get 20 grams each. I'm going to guess this is Omen and this is Beets. I could be wrong, but I think this is Omen and this is Beets. But super gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love this fabric. I don't know what I'm making out of it. I had intentionally bought it for them to be socks. And I might still make them socks because these like feel like they would be super awesome socks. So, but there's that. So there's my, I got it in March. So there's Leo and Roxy. Let me whip through. I got 2 more yards. Does this say my address or anything? Let me just take that out just in case. I don't see it. I don't see anything on there. I got 2 more yards of 28 count Easy Guide Lugana. I ordered this from 123 Stitch this time, I think. Last time I ordered it from Stony Creek, trying to spread the love. So this is what I use on my BAPs. I had to order 2 more yards to get 6 more projects. 6? Pretty sure it was 6. I need 6 more projects in this in order to complete Bapmania. Bapania. I got to get the M out of there. Okay, do you remember the bookshelf thing that I was showing you guys earlier, y'all? Yeah. So, I found it on Amazon. However, this is what got shipped to me. So, I know that sometimes it's super tricky and it's super hard and sometimes it's just... So, first thing that I noticed when I got it in was the words are chopped off. Which tells me, in my mind... Okay, let's focus on this, Linda. Linda! The problem is I have that Fables book behind me and it's trying to focus on that face. Okay, can you see that the words are chopped off? Like, that's an instant to me something's not right. Then the title of this is Kingdom of Books. It is not a beach lighthouse. This is not a legal copy. It's not a legal copy. A lot of the way they tried to make the kit make sense, like, I don't. And I get that I'm still fairly new to a lot of things, but I'm not new to cross stitch. But, I couldn't make sense of any of that. I tried contacting them to see if they could help me make sense of it. I mean, 18 count Ada. Super nice. I mean, it's nice Ada. I'd still use it. The other issue was that when I got in the floss, one of them was missing. Which, you know, kind of can't be missing stuff. I'm also looking at the floss that is here now that I'm actually looking at it, because I haven't looked at this. It made me sick to my stomach. I'm looking at the floss here and looking at the floss that actually came with the legit kit from Russia. This would not have made it. There's not enough here. There's no way. Will I throw the floss away? Probably not. I could use it. Will I throw the Ada away? Probably not. I could use it. This is going in the trash. It's going in the trash. I already talked to Amazon about it. I got the refund for it. Just full, clear honesty. They wanted me to ship it back. and it was going to cost me more to ship it back to Canada than what I paid for the kit. And I paid, I think it was $35.18 or something like that. And I told them, I'm not paying for shipping for an illegal copy that you sent me, that it's an illegal copy. Like, you can't sell this. You don't have the rights, you don't have the permission. You can't sell this. And I have stuff missing. I'm not gonna waste $39 to ship it back to you to get a $35 refund. So Amazon was like, don't worry about it. The refund is done. Do whatever you're going to do with the product. Okay. So I'm going to, now that it's been shown, I can officially get over the illness of how this has made me feel. I'm going to throw this away because I'm done. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might actually check to see if this actually lines up with the other kit, and then I can write on this one instead of making copies. That was a complete brain fart idea, and that might actually be a good brain fart. I don't get those very often, but yeah. So that's the whole hoopla with that. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I did finish this. I think this came in the Bestitch Me Halloween box last year. I forgot to put the little star in, though. But I was working on this in the car when we were on our way to the park to meet up with the family, and then worked on it on the way home, and then finished it like the next day. So I do have to put the little star in there, though. Anyways, again, we were talking earlier about the whole, yeah, don't tell me. It's right there. You don't see it? It's right there. The Buy Me a Coffee link. I was able to go in and buy the beads that I needed for Leilani. I almost said Lillian. Totally different person. I must be thinking about her right now. So, got the last of the beads that I needed for her, which is freaking awesome. The order that I put in with my friend Bobby, these were two separate orders, but that's okay. Here's the Sir Thomas. So, there's all the beads for him, and she sent this cute little... I can't have any of it, but it doesn't expire for a super long time, so hopefully I can have it when we've hit goal weight. But there's all that. And then I think with this I ordered... Did I order Halloween Quaker with that one? No, Halloween Quaker was gifted to me. I don't remember. Anyways, so got in Sir Thomas, and then I turned around and I grabbed, I got in the, hey, your item is back in stock. Lila Studio, Let Freedom Ring. I think this is going to go really well with my One Nation. Whoa, glare. It doesn't matter where I put it. I'm not a sampler person, y'all. I'm not. I'm not a super patriotic person. I am emotionally, I am mentally. Major patriotic. I am in huge support, and this may be topics people don't want to talk about, and that's okay. I have, my grandpa, my uncle, all in the military, and so I'm a huge supporter of our military and our cops. Do I agree with everything that's happening in our world right now? Absolutely not. So please don't take that as a political... I don't do that on my channel. I'm just letting you know that I'm patriotic. I love the country that I'm in. Do we have a lot of problems right now? Yeah. Our freaking world's exploding. But it's things that need to be addressed. And, okay, moving on. Anyways, so I don't know what it was about this one. It just called out to me. I absolutely love it. I think Pam from Pam and Steph... No. Just Keep Stitchin'. Pam and Steph is who are the mother and daughter duo from Just Keep Stitchin'. But that is not their channel name. The channel name is Just Keep Stitchin'. There's no G. It's just a N at the end. But I believe she is doing this one, and I just love it. I think it'll go well with my One Nation. So, there's that. Got that from Bobby's store. And then, because I'm doing the Halloween Quaker, again, not a Quaker person. Not a sampler person. No, I don't. This is why I never say never. Because now I want this one to match the Halloween Quaker. And this is Nicole's fault. Another lovely, beautiful person. Her name is Darvana Lee Designs here on the YouTubes. She is doing this one. And I'm watching her stitch it, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess I need it. I just need it. I think this was the only market thing. I don't follow the whole market, because a lot of this stuff is not my jam. But this one I just had to have. I just had to have that one. And I think this young lady right here, I'm going to make somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to work it, so don't get too excited. I'm not good with the whole thinking random stuff's up. But I think I'm going to make that my friend Zakia, and I'm going to make that dress yellow, because her favorite color is yellow. So I haven't quite figured out who else. I know I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put Michelle on here somewhere. I don't know. I'm going to make it quirky. I'm not going to put like anyone's actual name on it, but like, oh, this person to me makes me think of, you know, so-and-so. Michelle definitely has to go on here because she was the beautiful person who encouraged me to start. And then my whole world exploded with the YouTubes. And then from, oh no, I should have kept the invoice. Top Knot? I believe it was Top Knot Stitcher that I ordered these from. Michelle was talking about these, and I have them in my home. I have a white one and a red one, and they were my mother's, and I did not know the purpose behind them. Daruma, I believe is how it's pronounced. In Japanese culture, the Daruma doll is used for making wishes. These wishes are usually of some significance. In my house, I grew up around these dolls. My Oba-chan, I think Michelle said that means grandma, gave us dolls for wishes of a happy family and the well-being of myself and siblings. The eyes begin black. So again, I did not know this. My mom was not very into Japanese culture. She was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan, but she didn't share any of that with me. So the eyes begin blank. Once the wish has been made, one eye is traditionally colored in. In this chart, I have included 2 magnet eyes, and they're in here. They're super cool looking. So you can follow this practice as well once your piece is stitched. Once the wish has been fulfilled, both eyes are then colored in. Now, here's the thing, because I went and I grabbed mine. I was like, oh my gosh, I still have them, because I thought maybe they were at my dad's house, but I actually have them. I have the red one that looks just like this. Both eyes are colored in, and I have a white one. So the outer part of it is white instead of red. So she says the Daruma, let me just tell you, Jonesy Stitchery, I think is how that is pronounced. The Daruma dolls my family uses were handmade and thus not perfectly symmetric. I have represented this in the pattern. I recognize that some might be bothered by this and have therefore included a second chart that is symmetric. I highly recommend the original chart though, as it is more authentic to the iconic dolls that decorated my childhood and adult life. This is just, and I totally understand what she means, because again, I have them. So I will do the not symmetric one, because just look at his face. It's so wonky. I love it. Okay, and then the other one I got was, because you can't travel alone, right? Impressions of Japan, Quakers in Japan Quaker by Tempting Tangles Designs. I've never had one of these patterns before, and let me tell you, I'm a little freaked out. So when I pulled this out to look at it, it almost looks like a chatelaine, like the way the pattern itself is designed. And I don't think I'll be giving off any like information, but like specialty half stitch. Okay, I understand what that is. Algerian eyelet, 4-sided rhodes, Smyrna cross, and SC diamond over 4. I don't know what that means. Anyways, like, so they're very clear, and they give you the DMC, the back stitching, French knots, any specialties, the colors, and all that. But the pattern itself reminds me a lot of the chatelaine, so it kind of freaked me out. But I'm just, it's one stitch at a time, right? One motif at a time. But I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a real good representation. And this right here, for some reason, just reminds me of my grandmother, my mother's mom, because we have a photo of her like standing. She's not on a bridge, but it looks like a little bridge, and there's all these beautiful cherry blossom trees behind her while she was out hiking one day. So it just reminds me of her. So yeah, because you can't have them travel alone. And hello, I had to do it. Everyone's talking about Stitch Asia, so I had to. I also started Princess. No, that's wrong. It's Dancing Flower. Was it Miss Dancing Flower? I hope that's right. I think I started that one for Stitch Asia. Asia. Ugh, words. Words are hard. Okay. It's been an hour. I think the first part of this is like, I don't know, half an hour? And we still have to get to the life stuff. Man, I really hope you all grabbed a cuppa. I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to let the kids get ready for bed because it's now 20 minutes past their bedtime, and I'll be back. Okay, the kids have brushed their teeth. We're all good to go, I think, I hope. Now, we've done all the stitchy stuff. We've done all the haul, I think. Pretty sure. It's going to be nice to be able to put all that stuff away. Let's get into life stuff. So if you're not here for any of that, I'm going to bid you adieu. Say farewell, stay random, don't kiss your projects, and I'll see y'all next time. If you are still here, let's talk a few things. So nothing really major, like nothing major. I do want to say though, I super totally appreciate the fact that my channel has been able to be an outlet for me, and it has been since day one. Keep in mind, I started my YouTube channel about 7 years ago-ish, I think. And so my channel has always been just me, literally. Just me being me, doing me. Does that make sense? So I appreciate the fact that there's never really been any judgment. I've been pretty much open and honest about a lot of things, especially when it comes to my mental health. So for any of those who are new, I deal with depression and I deal with anxiety, and every once in a blue moon I talk about those things. And today's going to be one of those days. So again, nothing like bad, nothing like upsetting happened or anything like that of that nature. Just every once in a while, it usually happens twice a year, my mental health just kind of goes and I'm done. So I've backed away from Instagram, I've backed away from Facebook, I have backed away from YouTube, and all sorts of things. Now, again, I want you to take everything I say kind of not necessarily with a grain of salt, because my feelings are legit and they are the way that I feel, but I also understand that some people may not understand where I'm coming from. So I've never been like, I wasn't the cool kid in school, but I had friends, and I'm still friends with those friends, most of them, even today. So there's been a major jump in my numbers. And again, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, because I am incredibly grateful and super humbled and just flabbergasted and amazed and excited that my small little channel is growing. I'm almost at 2,700 people, and that to me is just like mind boggling and blowing, and just, it can get overwhelming. So when I saw my numbers slowly like creeping up and creeping up and creeping up, I was like, holy cow, I kind of feel like I'm one of the cool kids. Now, that doesn't mean if you only have 50 subscribers, you're not one of the cool kids. And that doesn't mean if you have 10,000 subscribers, you're one of the cool kids. I'm just simply stating from my point of view that my numbers are growing, and they're consistently growing, and that is amazing, but it can also be very intimidating. I'm a very introverted person, so going out in crowds and going to events and things like that, they make my stomach turn into knots. And so again, seeing my numbers kind of climbing up, I was like, And it all boils down to this one question that I constantly battle with is, am I good enough? And again, if talking about depression or anxiety or any of those things are a trigger for you, I'm going to ask you to exit now. This is just my version of it. And the reason why I share it, especially on my channel, is because there is no bigger compliment to me. And I hate to say it because I hate for anyone else to understand how I feel, but I know that I'm not alone in this. And so I share tidbits. And my tidbit is that people hear depression and people hear anxiety and they automatically think, oh, it's because they're sad, or, oh, it's, they're suicidal, or, something, whatever that stigma that comes with those words aren't necessarily the words that describe me. So my depression, I'm not suicidal. And I'm not sad. Like, I'm perfectly happy. I'm perfectly, like, overly grateful for everything that I have and that my family has, that my children are able to stay home because I am a stay-at-home mom, that my husband works for an amazing company that has been like, you know what, your safety is more important, stay home. I do live in Arizona, and if you've ever checked out any of the numbers, our numbers were like #1 worldwide for a while. And so I'm not sad, but my version of depression is more of motivation or lack thereof, or just feeling blah all the time. Super tired, waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, making sure my kids are prepped and ready for school and that they're good to go. And, you know, they've brushed their teeth, they've had their breakfast, all that stuff. Now my kids are 11 and soon to be 13. Well, soon to be 11. She'll be 11 in May. And my son will be 13 in September. So they're pretty self-sufficient. I don't need to make breakfast for them. I don't need to wake them up. Like, they're pretty good on their own. They might have a rough day every once in a blue moon where they wake up at, 7:15 instead of 7 o'clock. But for the most part, they are self-sufficient. So I am super lucky in that I'm basically getting up just to make sure they got up. That's really all I'm here for at this point. And so I, make sure that they're up. I watch them kind of go in and out of the bathroom. They get dressed for the day. They brush their teeth. They sit down. They get their computers going. And once they're off and going, I'm usually sitting in my chair. And usually by about 9 o'clock, I'm taking a nap. And that nap can be anywhere from 15 minutes. It can be anywhere from 2 hours. And my kids just let me sleep in my chair and just do what I need to do. That's my version of depression. I'm not sad. It's just lack of motivation. It is lack of taking a shower every day. It is lack of putting makeup on my face. And not that I need makeup, but sometimes putting on makeup makes you feel good. Doing my hair or remembering the last time I showered, which has happened. Cleaning the house is definitely not on my to-do list right now because, I'm just not in the mood for it. And so it just hasn't been done. We do rent our home and we have an inspection coming up. So every weekend we've been trying to get together as a family, the 4 of us, and just kind of doing a real super good deep clean, which needs to be done anyway, and kind of spring cleaning and going through things and what can we donate, what can we trash, what do we need to get rid of, what can we clean, what are we keeping, yada yada, all that good stuff. So I just wanted to share that because a lot of that has tied into part of my disappearance. My disappearance also has to do with the fact that Mr. Gidge, this is his busy time. He is a proposal consultant for a insurance company. And they're all prepping for next year's insurance policies. So he is slammed. He writes bids. And so he is slammed with a bunch of bids and he's on the computer for 12 hours a day. And the last thing I want to do is go, hey, can you edit my 45-minute video or my hour-long video or 20-minute video or whatever it is, and stare at a computer even longer to edit for me. Because let's just be, like, for those of you who are new, let's just be real. Technology and I do not get along. We just don't. I can walk into a room and a computer will shut off and forever shut off. I just have that. I don't know what it is. So computer and I, technology and I, we don't get along. So me editing my own videos is not going to be a thing. But again, it's not his fault in any way, shape, or form. Like, if I had asked him to edit, he totally would have. I just didn't feel right about asking him. And again, it all just kind of compounded as one and just kind of exploded. And my brain just kind of went, we're just going to go in meh mode for a little while. About a month ago, the husband and I have started a diet. It's called Optavia. I want to say it's Optavia, but that's incorrect. It's Optavia. And my sister-in-law is actually a coach. And we've been on it for a month. It may not look like it. I've only lost 10 pounds. But I say only in a very positive manner. It's been a month. And I freaking lost 10 pounds. My husband is down 20 pounds. We are both, like, energy levels are not like when we were 21 years old, but they're energy levels of where we should be for the ages that we are now. Like, today I actually did take a nap. I didn't sleep very well last night. It's kind of another reason why we got the watches. My sleep is not all that great. Again, for those of you who know me and we've chit-chatted and we've talked about all this stuff, anything that's considered normal is abnormal for me. That's just the way it works. I don't know. So I'll get a score of like 95 in my sleep and I'm like, oh wow, that's really good. Why am I so tired? And then I'll get the next night with a score of 68 and I'm like, whoa, I have all this energy and let's go do all the things. I don't know. I'm bass backwards. I don't know. I can tell you that by doing this diet, and we order, like, we do 5 fuelings a day, and then we do a lean and green, and we typically do our lean and greens as dinners. It by far has been the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. It's literally go pick a bar, go pick a shake, go pick a snack or whatever, and just have that 5 times a day. Pick out whatever you want. And then for your lean and green, you either eat one of their pre-made meals that are prepackaged, or there's a boatload of recipes that we can choose from to make on our own. I'm not used to eating every 2.5 hours. It's kind of the reason why I had to disappear a little while back. When you remember I said my kid just brought me a bar, I had to actually stop what I was doing and eat, or else I'll forget. I'm also a type 2 diabetic. My sugar levels have never looked better. Ever. Like, even when I was fasting, my numbers look better now than when I was fasting the way I was eating before. And I'm super excited because I go see my doctor in 6 months, and I can ask him, because I did ask him before I even, like, we were on day 3, I think, and I brought him all the information. I brought him the little booklet and the pamphlet, and I showed him the thing on the Facebook group and all the things, and he looks at me and he's like, this is a dream diet. Absolutely go for it. I was like, okay, so it's fine, right? And he's like, yeah, you're fine. I was like, okay, cool. So I ate those 5 meals. They're little, like, you can do a bar, you can do a shake, you can do like a bag of jalapeno poppers, and like their food is actually really decent. I think the only thing we came across that we were not big fans of is the oatmeal. And that's just because of the texture of it. It's not textured like oatmeal. Like it's mush. It's not oatmeal. So, oh look, Disney Stitch Armenia plants. So, I have to make that video too. I should probably just go ahead and do that next. So you'll see me in the same outfit. No big deal, right? Okay. So yeah, it's not, my disappearances, when I disappear, I don't want anyone to ever freak out that something's wrong. If there's something wrong, I will definitely put it on my community page for everyone to see and be like, hey, this is what's happening. If you're ever curious, like, not that I'm saying you have to pay for anything. Like, that's not what I'm getting at. Please, please, please don't take that the wrong way. Please understand that what I'm simply stating is that if you want to know what I'm up to every day, it's $1.99 a month, and you'll get every single day post. Every once in a blue moon, I miss it. Whether it's because we did something super busy and I'm just exhausted and I went to bed and forgot. Usually I'll tack that on to the next day and let you guys know what happened and why I didn't post the night before. But I really tried to stay on top of that. Cause that for me is more along my lines of, you don't have to see my face. You don't have to see what I'm wearing. Like, if I'm wearing the same outfit that I wore yesterday, nobody knows because nobody saw me in it. So it doesn't count. And I can just take my picture and put up my post and be done. I do owe an extra live for coming up in the month of May because I missed one this month because I forgot that we were doing a family outing. And then the following week, was it last week? I think it was just last week. I totally forgot that it was Sunday. And the kids, we were all playing cards and everything else. And one of the kids popped off and was like, aren't you supposed to do a live? And I was like, oh, shoot. It's Sunday. Like, I've been trying to keep it consistent on Sundays because that seems to work best for everybody. But sometimes life just happens. And I'm so glad and so grateful that if any of you made it this far, that everyone has been so super patient and understanding. But again, I can't even begin to explain just how my heart literally just skips a beat and is so happy when someone's like, hey, just wanted to check in on you. Not saying that you have to do that, but it's like, oh, I'm not forgotten. Like, people haven't forgotten me, and that's freaking awesome. But there's also a lot of you, and am I enough? So there's that constant like tug of war that happens. And I know that has to do with my depression and my anxiety and me constantly questioning myself and all the other things. But right now in this moment, I can tell you, I'm only 10 pounds down. But I'm only 10 pounds down. Like, this is just the beginning. That was 1 month, 0 exercise, because they actually legit tell you, please do not exercise. You're not taking enough carbs to do the exercising with this workout. Please wait until you're in transition mode, and then we can discuss all the things from there. My sister-in-law is my coach. She's actually, we have talked, myself, and her coach about me possibly coaching in the future. I absolutely I don't like the fact that it's called a diet. It's not a diet. It is literally a life change. And it has opened mine and my husband's eyes as to portion sizes and how much we can actually eat. And The other night we made what we call Mini Macs, which is instead of a Big Mac from McDonald's, it's a mini version, and it's just a lot more lettuce instead of the bun and the extra sauce and all the stuff. But it's still a lot of food. Like, we get through half of it and we're like, holy crap, I don't know if we can finish this. But we have to finish it because we have to make sure we have all of our vegetables and all of our protein in for the day. So there are plenty of meals that we can eat that feel like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of food. And then there's other times where we'll eat like the prepackaged meal and we're like, oh, but it looks so little. It's kind of, if you know what a dinty moor is, those like the beef stews and what are the other ones that the kids like? The chicken Alfredos. They're on the shelf. They're not frozen or in the fridge or anything like that. You just put them on the shelf. So we can save all our stuff in the pantry, which is super nice because we're not killing any fridge room or anything like that. We've also taken this opportunity to teach our children how to cook. So like tonight, they wanted to make bean and cheese burritos. Absolutely. Grab the beans. Here's what you need. Blah, blah, blah. We walked them through it. They cooked it. They made their own meal. I think the other night we had something with chicken. I think the husband and I did a chicken something or other. I don't remember. My husband's the chef, and he finds all the good recipes and we make all the stuff. But we made enough chicken for him, myself, to each have 6 ounces, and then the kids got what was left, which was enough, don't get me wrong. And they learned how to make their own chicken Alfredo. They didn't cook the chicken, the husband did, on the Blackstone, but we gave them the chicken, they cooked the noodles, they cooked the sauce, and they put all the stuff together, and they're learning how to cook, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So there's a lot of bonuses to this. I know that me personally, I feel better. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, we live in a 2-story house, and I used to stand on top of the stairs going, oh, why do we live here again? Why? Why did we choose 2 stories? I hate 2 stories. And now I'm to the point where, oh, I have to go downstairs. And I'm gone. And I'm back up. I actually have energy to do things. Like, again, we have this inspection coming up, which we're kind of, we're stressed out, but we're not like, freaking out. Because we have lived here for 5 years. We've passed 5 inspections. Well, 4 technically, because we didn't do one last year. But we passed all the inspections. Like, we're not damaging the home. We're living in it. You know what I mean? So we're not like freaked out that the landlord's going to be like, hey, you have 30 days, get the F out. But I also don't know where he is in the whole pandemic. He may have lost his own home and he needs the money from this home, and so he's going to sell it. I don't know. All I do know is that I'd rather go through all the stuff and be like, okay, let's get rid of this, let's toss this, let's donate that. And then if they come back and go, hey, you have 30 days, I have a little less to pack. Does that make sense? So, I think the second week of May is when they're coming out, I think. I don't think we have a confirmed date yet. So we have at least another weekend because this looks not so bad. What's behind you is hot mess. Because that's how we roll. But I'm feeling better. I actually went 3 whole days, and this is going to sound ridiculous, but for me it's stupid exciting. I went 3 whole days without taking a nap. And that was awesome, because I've literally spent the last year and a half taking a nap, and I could clock it. So I could look at the clock and go, it's 10 o'clock, I'm going to start nodding off. I'm going to look at the clock, it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to start nodding off. And that's how my days were. So constantly just feeling exhausted, constantly feeling run down, constantly just, I'm tired of being tired. And I'm not used to eating this many times a day. Let's just be real. I had a battle with not anxiety. I still battle that now. Anorexia. In my teenage years. And by doing that to my body, I realize now that I've kind of messed with the brain system. And so, like, I don't have that I'm hungry trigger. So unless I smell someone cooking food, I don't realize that I haven't eaten today. And it used to drive my husband. Not like he would get mad at me, but he's like, hey, did you eat anything? And I'm like, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No, I have not. I've not eaten anything today. And I know that's a part of the reason why I was packing on the weight, is because I would eat breakfast with him if he was here at home, and he's been home all year. So every morning, Monday through Friday, I would get breakfast with him, and then at night I would eat dinner. But I wouldn't have lunch, I wouldn't have snacks, I wouldn't have anything in between, and now I have to eat every 2.5 hours, and I literally have an alarm that says, hey, you need to eat. And I'm tracking all my food, I'm tracking all of my blood sugar testing, and everything that my doctor might need to know, in 6 months from now, so he has everything up to date. I'm also tracking my weight every day. And I know, like, a lot of the people in the group kind of frown upon that because they're like, oh, what if you go up 3 ounces? You're going to get all sad about it. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not that type of person. I know there are plenty of people who are out there who would get discouraged by that, and I totally get it. Totally understand it. I'm recording my weight every single day for me. If I lose 3 ounces, great. If I gain 6 ounces, no big deal. I know it's going to come off. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's going to come off. So, like, I know that it's working. And so it's just been, I think the thing for me is that I am shocked in a way. Like, it's legit working. I didn't think it was going to. I thought it was like, not necessarily like a scam, because like I've seen the results. Like my sister-in-law and her husband and his family all did it, and like I see the results. However, do you remember just a few minutes ago when we talked about how what's normal for other people isn't normal for me because I'm backwards? Yeah. So I'm like, it may not work. I'm going to go into it with a positive mind because I believe that mind over matter is everything. And I'm going to go into it with a positive mind, and I'm just going to hope that I might lose weight. I had no intention or no thought process of thinking that I was going to lose as much as my husband. But that's also because we found out I may possibly have a thyroid issue. Thyroid thrombosis, I think is what it's called. I don't know if it's necessarily an autoimmune thing, but it's something with the thyroid. But because all of my other thyroid numbers are normal, except for the TBH, I don't know what that means. It's medical stuff. I don't know. My TBH is not normal, but all my other numbers are normal. They don't know which way I am. So they don't know if I'm hyper or if I'm thyroid. I don't know. Basically, my doctor told me not to worry about it until the next blood work. So what I gathered from that is that I'm broken, but I'm not broken enough to be fixed. If that makes sense. It makes sense in here. Again, welcome to the random. Because, yeah, I don't know what I said 5 minutes ago. That's just how it rolls. So that's where I've been. Again, I don't want anyone to take this as we need to start dropping our numbers because it gives her anxiety and it makes, no. It has nothing to do with that. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I want to make sure that I'm enough. And I went through a mode and a moment where I was like, I don't think I'm enough. I don't stitch on what everybody else stitches on. I am not a typical stitcher. I don't think I am. Like, I'm starting to see more and more people pop up that do BAPs, which is fantastic. But y'all, I'm getting ready to start 31 of them in May. 31. Because I'm that person. I just don't see that anywhere else. So if you know somebody who's looking for somebody like me, send them my way. Because like I said, it's not the numbers. It was just the, holy cow, are these people actually coming to hang, like, they like me. You know, it was kind of one of those things. Because I've never been that kid. I've never been the, I don't even know what word to insert there. But it's amazing to me that I have almost 2,700 people who are hanging out, and they're my peeps. You guys are my peeps, and I need you to understand that. Y'all are my peeps. I don't say that lightly, if that makes sense. Like, you guys have given me a safe place to share all my randomness, which I never thought would be okay, because most of the people I watch are not very random. Kelly's pretty random, though. I love her. She's definitely my kind of people. Like, I could see me and Kelly, and Bobby's another one, like, very random. I tried the whole notebook thing. I thought I was doing well, and then I don't even know where that notebook is right now, because I was doing a hanging with my peeps thing. Where is that? I don't know. I don't even know where that book is. I've been hanging out with everybody, though. So if you have Stitch Mania plans, which is what the group is closing, from what I understand, the Facebook group. I was not part of it, so I don't know exactly like what all the information is for that. Garrett, who is Coffee Stitcher here on Floss Tube, absolutely love him. If you want to know more about it, he does talk about it on his channel. But I think they started in 2015, so they decided in the month of May they were going to name it mania, and they were going to start 15 projects in the month of May. And then people took it and just went wild with it. Last year I did a stitch count mania. So it was, I chose what number of stitches I wanted to do per day, and I aimed for that. And my stitch count per day was 1,000 stitches. Not everyone needs to do 1,000 stitches. I understand that not everyone can do that. For some people, it may only be 10. And if you can get 10 in a day, that's awesome. If that's all you can do a day, do it. That's great. So that's what I started Stitch Count Mania for. And then this year I'm going to do Bapania, where I'm starting all the BAPs, which we will get to in just a moment because I'm going to record that for you next. On that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. I hope that I was kind of able to explain a little bit about like the depression and how that side of my brain works, the anxiety and how that side of my brain works, and just who I am as a person and how that all works. And I hope that all makes sense. If not, it was random and I get it. It's fine. But on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu, say farewell, stay random, and don't kiss your projects. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!